Zen and Minimalism, From an Empty Mat to Apple's Masterpieces. People often remember Steve Jobs by his legendary black turtleneck, the keynote speeches that shook the world, or the trillion-dollar tech empire that is Apple. Yet, few realize that behind that rebellious, genius mind lay a profound stillness nurtured by Mahayana Buddhism, specifically Zen. Jobs did not turn to Buddhism as a religion to beg for luck. He practiced it as a compass to navigate his ego and purify his mind. As a young man, his room was almost entirely empty, save for a meditation mat and a teacup. It was this absolute emptiness, sunyata, of Zen philosophy that shaped Apple's pinnacle of minimalist design, stripping away the cluttered and the superficial to retain only the absolute essence. If you just sit and observe, you will see how restless your mind is. If you try to calm it, it only makes things worse, but over time it calms, and when it does, there's room to hear more subtle things. Steve Jobs. Buddhism teaches us about impermanence, anicca, and non-self, anatta, the truth that nothing lasts forever and that clinging to fame or material wealth only breeds suffering. This profound realization saturated his historic 2005 Stanford commencement speech. Facing the imminent reality of a terminal illness, Jobs shared that death is very likely the single best invention of life, acting as a powerful catalyst to clear away all expectations, pride, and fear of failure, leaving only what is truly important. Is that not the very essence of letting go that the Buddha taught? Steve Jobs proved a beautiful paradox to the world. One does not need to renounce the material world or retreat to isolated mountains to follow a spiritual path. By infusing intuition, razor-sharp focus, and the mindfulness of Zen into every product, he transformed cold technology into art, and turned the creation of Apple into a form of practicing in the marketplace. The greatest legacy he left behind is not just the sleek iPhones or iPads, but a living proof. When the mind is still and anchored in its core purpose, you can dent the universe.